Security ready for Traslacion Nazareno 2026. Landfill collapses in the city of Cebu. Magnitude 6.7 earthquake shakes coast of the municipality of Manay, the province of Davao Oriental. And Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas faces tremendous pressure to defend peso. Good evening, I'm Apolinario 30 Dignadisi Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, security ready for Traslacion Nazareno 2026. A comprehensive security and crowd management plan is ready in place for this Friday Traslacion, the procession that highlights the feast of the Jesus Nazareno in Manila. According to the Philippine National Police or PNP, implementation of the plan started Wednesday night during Pahalik, another key event of the feast attended by a large number of devotees. The PNP are ready for the Traslacion. Acting PNP Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. said in a statement last Thursday, the security measures that are complete and will be adjusted real-time, while coordination with other government agencies is continuously being done, including crowd management plans for the Pahalik. Lieutenant General Nartates said the PNP has already deployed a sufficient number of police personnel at the Quirino Grandstand in Quiapo to ensure that the event will start and conclude peacefully while allowing devotees to properly express their faith. Plainclothes operatives and intelligence units were also positioned to counter pickpocketing, theft, scams, and other opportunistic crimes, especially during the Pahalik rites. Police assistance desk and dedicated personnel were also assigned to help senior citizens, persons with disabilities, women, and children. The PNP said some 18,000 police personnel will be tapped to secure the procession, while strict security measures, including gun, firecracker, and liquor bans, will be implemented. Manila Police District or MPD spokesperson Major Philip Ines, meanwhile, reminded devotees not to go on the andas, the carriage carrying the image of Jesus Nazareno for the Traslacion. As support to the PNP, the Armed Forces of the Philippines or AFP, National Capital Region Command or NCRCOM, conducted a comprehensive readiness inspection and talked to troops for its personnel who will help maintain security during the Traslacion. The inspection, held in Fort Bonifacio on Tuesday and headed by NCRCOM Chief Major General Gregorio Hernandez Jr., sought to assess the operational preparedness, discipline, and overall readiness of the troops, with a critical role in ensuring the safety, security, and orderly flow of the religious gathering. Equipment, personnel accountability, and mission-specific requirements were thorough checked in preparation for the event, the AFP said. In Visayas, landfill collapses in the city of Cebu. A landfill in Barangay Binaliw in the Cebu collapsed past 4 p.m. this Thursday, January 8. The incident caused danger to nearby houses and administration building near the area. According to the Cebu City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office or CDRMO, more than 20 people are feared trapped inside the building, most of them employees of the said administrative building. Rescue teams are currently conducting search and evacuation while monitoring the safety of the remaining people in the area. In Mindanao, magnitude 6.7 earthquake shakes coast of the municipality of Manay, the province of Davao Oriental. A strong earthquake shook parts of Mindanao on Wednesday afternoon, January 7. According to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology or PHIVOLCS DOST, a magnitude 6.7 earthquake was recorded at 11:02 a.m. with its epicenter located off the coast of Manay in Davao Oriental. It had a depth of 42 kilometers and was of tectonic origin under the sea. The intensity 2 was recorded in Davao City, while the instrumental intensity 4 was recorded in Malungon, Sarangani. After the main earthquake, PHIVOLCS recorded a series of aftershocks in almost the same area at 11:11 a.m. A magnitude 3.4 tremor was recorded, followed by a magnitude 3.8 at around 11:16 and a magnitude 3.0 at around 11:19. To date, there are still weak earthquakes recorded with a strength ranging from magnitude 2.0 to over magnitude 3.0. PHIVOLCS issued an advisory that the said earthquake did not pose a tsunami threat. Local governments in the Davao region continue to monitor and guard, especially since there are reports of several residents fainting due to fear and shock from the tremors. Meanwhile, authorities reminded the public to remain calm, avoid panic, and follow the dock cover and hold in preparation for further tremors. In the other news, City of Cagayan de Oro finalizes preparations for Black Nazarene Translacion on Friday. Major thoroughfares in the downtown area here will be closed to traffic as the city government wraps up security and logistical preparations for the annual Translacion of the Black Nazarene on Friday. The Roads and Traffic Administration or RTA and the Cagayan de Oro City Police Office or COCPO are finalizing measures to ensure the safety of thousands of devotees expected to participate in the procession following Friday's dawn masses. The RTA outlined the finalized route for the Translacion. It starts at the St. Augustine Metropolitan Cathedral, moves along Fernandez Street, turns onto Vélez Street, and proceeds towards Recto Avenue, when it will turn right to the northern side of the Nazareno Church, where the procession will conclude. And our business update, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas faces tremendous pressure to defend peso. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP Governor Eli Remolona Jr. said the central bank was ignoring the tremendous pressure to defend the peso, saying the present economic realities do not warrant a forceful intervention. Speaking at an event on Thursday, Remolona said the central bank was not alarmed by the prospect of the currency weakening to the 60 per dollar level. Through he emphasized the authorities would step in to smooth excessive volatility that could stroke inflation. His remarks come as the peso remains under strain from the strengthening US dollar. On January 7, the currency slid to a record low of 59.35 per dollar as investors awaited clear signals of the further path of the American monetary policy. A softer peso carries mixed consequences for the Philippines. It raises its domestic value of remittances sent home by millions of overseas workers and can make exports more competitive. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, January 9, 2026. I'm Apolinario 30 Dignadisi Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Good night, Kasadja. And happy weekend, Kasadja.